ready to put it deep and get this game going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jaron Kiave Songapolatelli. He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete downfield. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive.
There he goes to the right. Past the 30. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Now they'll try the right side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. And it's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He's got him. Made a defender miss. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Houston going up tempo.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, USC.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. The give to the tailback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Now on the option. Keeps it himself. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. The play action fake. Under fire. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They've got it inside the...
Let's go fix this.
And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll keep it on second down. Maybe some room here. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Sellers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to run it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
Throwing Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Benjamin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's third and short. Sellers from the gun on third down. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Motion from the back. The option look. Got a little space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the...
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. They knocked him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Makes the grab. It's Benjamin. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Sellers. Bringing the heat. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. So now it's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. The short hands, it's Marsh. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. It's a fumble. Defense covering and not letting the
Yes,
offense
they did.
get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the option. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the option. Keeps it on the option. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety. Oh, it's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Give to the big fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the option. The option, the keeper. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them run it all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To give to the big fullback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He'll pitch it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Quick toss. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
With my offense base,
on the option. The keeper on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They
for the last 3 years, so I finally got
this game,
a game and let me get the
practice,
timeout.
they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here.
On the game.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much
on the game
fight
big
they've
time,
got left in them.
I actually was kind of controlling it until then. It was like, oh
After
shit.
swapping ends of the field, they gave him a
Whole
little
different ball
time to
game.
figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run the
Ooh,
option. He'll
gotcha.
try to get to the marker himself. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick
I
up
like
the
it because
first
it's kind
down.
of like the lean teeth, but it's
And that's
not
exactly how
on
you draw it
the
up.
line.
And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB,
So
man,
you execute,
draw
man.
the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam,
Forgive
next
me,
thing
I'm
you
an
know, he
old school
pitches
type
it,
of guy.
gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the
Oh
ones
my
that make
goodness!
Another
Ah,
interception.
wow!
That's his
He
fourth
could
of
have
the
flipped it.
day.
That
Trying
was
to take it
stupid.
back.
He was
At
wide
the
open. That
30,
was a touchdown,
20,
man.
Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And what
That was
a
stupid,
turn
bro.
of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Wow. Funny how
And all this
NCAA do.
defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Oh no, dang.
Not a lot of
Little
space
wiggy.
to be found. Good
Both
hustle
stay
by the
right
coverage
there.
team, and they
Hitting
stop
him
him at
and
the
go.
21.
Let's do this to soften it.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up.
He's got it way down the field. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're
I had
showing.
bigger wide
And
receivers.
here's the
You too little.
5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Oh,
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. These corners going to give them some space. Sellers. He'll get rid of it. That's caught. It's Eakin. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
you already showed him.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now on the move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Picked off to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. Keeps it on first down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
There's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch,
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throwing Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, you've got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go over.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that.
Let's do that.
And the Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Back open in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Maybe a crease. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Indiana.
Is there a better way to respond than right there? First possession, your defense gives up a touchdown, and the kick return unit creates the excitement and goes right down the field, makes the huge play, and grabs the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Quarterback keep. And they get him down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Gets it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that is exactly what you want on 3rd down defense, man.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on
first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Benjamin. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll try to run for it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body...
No, you seen how you flip his body around, bro?
Be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip him in the second.
Linebacker, he was sitting there standing together. All thing they do is stick his arm. He flipped his whole, he did all this shit. This was retarded. The game situation was so stupid. That don't make sense. A good play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Goes to the option. He'll keep it on second down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. Pulls it again on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You've got to do a better job with ball support.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
God. Then you got pancake again.
The speed, the shiftiness, the
That nigga think they
elusiveness,
can
all
play.
on display in that sweet return there.
Guys,
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
you've been had it since the early release.
Off-play action on first down. And that ball's free behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
On the run, it's Benjamin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
I think I got to change my school.
Getting set for the point after.
Maybe get played up.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive.
Mistake, my mistake.
On the move from inside his 5. He
He
was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Lacy. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Le'Veon Bell right there.
The Cougars will use their first time out here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback.
Running back spot.
He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Keeps it on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half.
I don't worry about this.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off.
I'm really trying to keep his timing down with this shit. Like, I'm gonna play the shit all day and win.
From inside
you know
his
what I'm
own
saying?
10,
So
he'll
like,
try to help out their field position.
Able
to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's
I got all fixed. I'm just practicing on some shit.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up.
I get tired of playing the same way everybody else plays, so I'm just trying to do some different shit.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out
Trying to figure out my own little
Yeah, it's just maintaining the
look
lead.
like
Keep
everybody
doing
else.
what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I can pass.
Love the decision making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And tackled there by the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Should be hurting my fucking face.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner.
Like this.
Shoots it to the left.
Little bit.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him.
Hey, what? How do they switch
Fourth
these
down
stuff?
coming up.
Man, that is such great.
Hold on a minute. The
No,
offense
switch it.
still out there going for it in their own territory.
Switch it.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go.
Shoot.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long
That hurt my
pass is
feelings,
incomplete.
I'll never get
Well,
that
the
back.
offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. There's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Finds his big tight end. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The run inside. It's Benjamin. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Hobbs.
I don't get it.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Looking for a crease. It's Benjamin.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right.
Oh,
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Running behind that left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a connection. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running the red zone. It's Benjamin. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
That was good. That
So
was
the
good.
final period starts with a 2nd down
That was
play.
very hands up. Very football. Good
Send the
football.
tight end in motion. They'll go right back to him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is
They didn't
going
need a
according to
slippery,
plan
bro.
right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track
I
of
hate when I
yards
show
after
niggas too much
catch
my hands too fast.
consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard
Boy, trying to
line.
get over there.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Down. Huge.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive?
Bullshit. What you doing?
Trying to punch it in.
Good job.
Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Like, oh yeah, this is
The
good
Hoosiers
matchup.
take
Really
their
had
first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
and the big part of it. That's all I can say.
Finds his
Oh,
big tight
goodness.
end. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Delivers the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
I made a complaint. I wrote a complaint. Yeah, about that yesterday. Like, oh, you made the game feel like it's scripted. Like, you just feel again. All the bullshit be going on. Like, if you got repetitive plays, don't
The
do this.
Houston
Just let
offense
people
comes
play it
onto
out.
the field. They had to stand by and watch
Put in
that
simulations.
scoring
I know
margin.
that's what it
Now
is.
it's up to them to find a way to
They got
answer
it
it.
in simulation stuff.
Rides the option, he keeps it. The pitch.
Oh, no.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be
That's the
2nd
lady
and
that told
9.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Got the leverage.
He lobs one high down the left side.
Let's go.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. He just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now the toss. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first
last
down.
minute. Get over
He
here.
wants it all.
Oh my
And
goodness,
it's
he come out the break.
incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
It's been
Lord.
tough for this QB in this one.
This
Very
is
small
why
windows
NCAA
to throw
clown
into.
me
He's
like
been
this.
under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Keeps it himself. To the ground with the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Like the people really we have instant pass and they just save it and send it to the hard drive. Like they should, that shit would be so
Going
nasty.
deep.
Oh no.
Upstairs to make the catch.
Wow.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just
Big boy wasn't gonna make it down the field, bro. I need to start
taking the safety.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute,
Nah,
you're going the wrong way. It was a
I
nice
was hoping
interception.
because I seen dude trail. I seen that DB trailing and I'm like, I just hope he did pitch it back and hit you.
Whatever he lost,
That nigga pissed at me. I'm like, dang. Go to my plane.
That will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will
Yeah,
be
I could have got to the DB. I was going to use the big boy to block. If I take off.
Running
I was
inside.
thinking about it.
Berry.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rushes on him.
Ooh,
Got
that's
his
a
man.
man.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Ooh,
That's what a
look at
modern fullback has to
Big
do,
head
almost
shoulder
like a
pass.
tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jess.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, they're faking it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Cougar. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that is a crazy sequence of events, right? There you are, you're the punt return, and you're thinking, our defense just got a 3-and-out. We started this game as well as we can. The last thing you can do is put the football on the ground, and kudos to the punt team getting down the field, recovering it, and taking it in for a touchdown.
I'm about to say, great job being alert, man. That ball gets hit. Once it gets hit, it's live. Now I scoop it up, get some blocking out in front. They take it back to the house. That is the way you start the football game. Your offense didn't do the job, but special teams comes through right away.
Incomplete. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
It's going to hurt.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.